Aloha, lockdowners. Evening of day 10. Hope you're all okay. Hope you like my array of videos today. Bit of emotion. One of my friends, Sue bless her, she said, "Oh, you made me cry with that tree hugging your dad's tree." And then someone else was like, saying I was just bonkers with that chubby cheek thing. Yeah. Oh, you're all okay. Oh, sorry. I've just been sent a piece of 8D music. If you haven't been sent any, you need to go on YouTube or Spotify, whatever you use. I use YouTube. I prefer it, even though on Team iPhone, I prefer Spotify to iTunes. Just because it suggests loads of music. So I've discovered loads of bands that I wouldn't normally have discovered on it. Discovered otherwise. Anyway, yeah, 8D music. Wow. You've got to listen to it with earphones in. But it's like it's playing outside of yourself. It's not in your ears. It's like here and there and there and there. It's a bit like being in the cinema. You know, the Dolby sound thing. Don't know how it works with the earphones being in your ears, but it's absolutely mint. So yeah, get yourself some of that down your ears. What day have I had? Yeah, brief walk this morning with the pooch in the rain, and I've spent a lot of time on Zoom meetings today, and I'm involved with the Elephants Trail in Bury, which is a community collaboration project. So I had a couple of Zoom meetings with them today, which was good and productive, and we were trying to figure out how we can best help the community. So yeah, that was all good. And then I did one of my 12-step meetings tonight, so that was nice to see all the people from my home group, which is like my regular meeting. So that was lovely. It's so important to connect to people and to realise that we're all going to hit different emotions at different times throughout this. I think I mentioned the other day that we're going to have a bit of a grieving process for our loss of freedom and our loss of usual life. And we're all going to hit it at different times. So it's important that we stay connected and support each other as much as we can. You know, reach out to people who you don't normally reach out to, and especially people who you think are all right. It's like sometimes because people see me being a helper and like always trying to support people. There's not that many people reach out to me like you'd think they would be. I'm not saying, oh, everybody reach out to me right now. That's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it for if you've got people who come across as quite strong and confident and they're always helping people, reach out to them because they might be struggling themselves, and just because they seem to help others doesn't mean that they don't need a bit of support themselves, or they don't want you to check in on them. So yeah, do a bit of that, dudes and dudettes. What else do I want to say this evening? Pretty good spirits. Bit gutted because I seem to have woke up when earlier I was like proper knackered. Even though I'm yawning, I feel a bit like whee. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a dilemma thing. Obviously, coronavirus, no matter how it's come about or what, it's horrific, and what's going on is horrific. And I think the fact that people can't see the loved ones when they're dying and they're having to die alone, especially that young boy who was 13 when he heard his brother talking about not being able to say goodbye, and he heard Eddie Large's son today saying that they couldn't say, they said goodbye on the phone, but they couldn't say goodbye, and I can't imagine how horrific that must be. When it was Jean's funeral today, and we couldn't go as her friends, me and my mum, and her niece couldn't go, and it must be really, really difficult for everyone. But aside from that, what's got me going? This 5G stuff. I'm sure you've all seen it all over the internet, and I'm sure people are sending you stuff. And I'm a bit like, you know, it's a difficult time to bring anything up other than what, you know, the importance of people staying safe and dying. But you also can't ignore stuff either. And, you know, I think it is important to still discuss things what are on people's minds. I'm not going to do it right now because it's bedtime and I want to go to sleep. But all I'm saying is, you know, I am aware of this 5G scenario. It's played in my head. There is something weird going on in my local nature trail. There's like big tracks being dug underneath electric pylons and telegraph pole things, which I find bizarre. Must be 5G, but you know, some people are saying this is something to do with the coronavirus. So I don't really understand what the link is and everything. But yeah, I'm open to a discussion about that. And I'm open to suggestions about what you'd like to see me doing with trees. So if you want to see me doing something a bit bonkers to make your day, a few people that I know who've got mental health issues, they've sent me messages. People who I know well, they've sent me messages saying, you don't know how much your videos have been helping me get through, or they've really cheered me up. So if any of you want me to do something particularly bonkers, you know, I'm up for being a bit bonkers, because it stops me from going literally bonkers. So yeah, send me your suggestions. Right, I'm on my page, and I shall try my best to carry out your wild and wacky requests. Yeah, going doing the food bank delivery tomorrow morning. Got another Zoom meeting for mental health thing. I was supposed to be starting a job with the NHS. I think I mentioned that, doing intentional peer support, which if you've never heard of it, you need to Google it, especially if you're somebody who either works within mental health or struggle with your own mental health. Intentional peer support, it's different to peer support. Sherry Mead is the lady to Google who came up with the program, if that's what you can call it. So yeah, I've been asked if I could maybe deliver some intentional peer support virtually via as part of the NHS in different parts of the country. So yeah, I'm doing a Zoom about that tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. And what else? I'm not sure. I've not got my little baby tonight. I dropped him off at my mum's, just because I had all these meetings today and I've got some tomorrow at the food bank, and I'm not sure whether that's the right thing to do or not. I don't know whether we're using different leads, but can the virus live on his fur? Don't know. Don't really know where I stand with that one, but you know, he's not used to being left because we don't tend to leave him. But anyway, hope you're all good. Oh, I'm going to turn the light off now, and I'm going to put, you know, that insight timer. Tell you what, the one what I've been listening to. I've had it on for the last, and what normally happens is I use them to get to sleep, and then I find that after a bit they stop working. But I've been on this one for a few weeks now. It's still working for me. I have got a new phone, what my brother's dropped off today. Don't know whether I'm going to use that or I'm going to send it to my mum though, because she's got no WhatsApp and no Messenger, and she could video chat people. Don't know why am I trying to do that. Don't know where my phone is. Where's my phone? No idea what I've done with my phone. That's the new phone. What's not got a SIM card in it. God knows. I've set my alarm as well, but it's in my bed. It's in my bed. Yeah. So the one I've been listening to, what I like, and it lasts for an hour and a half. And I can have this one on quite loud. It don't bother me. Some I have to have on quiet, but I've been enjoying this one. It is The Seed of Sleep extended version. So, and it's really good in the middle of the night by somebody called Christian Thomas. You see it? And that's it on Insight Timer. Absolutely love it. Really, really good. That's the last review. Somebody called Lisa has put, your voice is the only one able to calm my middle of the night furies. I am indebted to the magical tales, the soothing music, and your mother-like ability to ease my mind. Thank you. It's nice, isn't it? I've not sent him one yet, actually. I need to, really. Someone else has put me right to sleep. Thank you. Maureen, thank you. Great imagery and very relaxing. Love the accent. Namaste. Excellent. One of the best sleep meditations. Loved it and will be listening to it again. Juanita. This is awesome. I paused this part way so that I could leave a review before I fell asleep. This is phenomenal. Thank you for making this. That's lovely. Yeah, I need to leave him a review. I'm going to do that actually before I go to Kip now. So yeah, do you know what? When Ozzy's not here, I could have list. He's like little Ozzy. He was bought for me way before Ozzy existed, but he's a good Ozzy substitute, and he's got a very unusual name. He's called a Wickles, and I ain't telling you why, but he's just called a Wickles, and he's got a little. Where's the little? There's a little one, and I don't know what I've done with him. Oh God, where is his friend? Oh, I can't remember where I've put him. I'll have to find him for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a little cuddle with a Wickles. Ah, here Wickles. His little friend's called a Babies. I have a Wickles and a Babies. Weird names, but, you know, stories behind them. I've got glitter on my face. What's that? Is it glitter? That's weird. Don't know what it is. Anyway, dudes. Oh, do you know what I've noticed with this Zoom thing? I've been doing these Zoom meetings, and I feel like my neck's like a chicken neck. Can't see it from this angle, but I'm sat there in meetings, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Turning into me, mum. Sorry, Mum. But you know when this is what starts happening to you when you get past 40. But stuff it now. What I can do about it is this. So just gonna get used to having a chicken neck. Anyway, dudes, I'm gonna go Kip now. So over and out. Sleep well. Night God best. Night God best. And from me and a Wickles. And prayers for everyone who's lost somebody and everyone who's got somebody who's sick. And prayers and thanks to all our NHS and all the other workers, supermarket delivery drivers, bin men, all you guys, you're amazing. Thank you. Good night.